What is going on, guys? This is Daniel, and in a very surprising outcome, the Pacers dominated against the Cavs in Game 1. Victor Oladipo led the way with 32 points, and in this video, I'll be breaking down how the Pacers won, and also what it means going forward. Let's get to it. Let's start with Oladipo, who was on fire offensively, scoring in a bunch of different ways, and he was also 6 of 9 from 3, and here he hits a 3 over Hill. And on this next clip, you'll see how difficult of a shot this is. He gets a switch, and he did this a few times where he sprints into a 3 here right over LeBron. Very tough shot. Now, of course, Oladipo won't always shoot it this well on 3s, but he will continue to be able to pick on Kevin Love in the pick and roll, which we saw some in Game 1. The Cavs' game plan against Oladipo with Kevin Love in the pick and roll was to have Love come to about the level of the screen and then slide with Oladipo, looking to keep him out of the lane and make him give it up. So here it's a good job by Love, and then you see he's going to recover, but on this play he doesn't recover to his man Miles Turner. What will happen is he'll go to Young while Jeff Green rotates to Turner, and this is solid stuff. They do this rotation to look to take away the pass to the roll man, and they eventually get a stop. And when Love was able to do a good job of staying in front of Oladipo, I thought the Cavs did a decent job on the next pass and then rotating. And here's another example as they contain the pick and roll. The issue was Love was not always able to keep Oladipo in front of him. This time, you see Oladipo is able to split Love and draw a foul. And on this next play, again, Oladipo splits Love. Love does not want to get beat to the outside, so he gets split, and it results in the corner 3. It's obviously a really tough task for Love, and on this play you see he gets a bit more conservative. He doesn't come to the level of the screen, he drops back a bit, so instead of trying to slide with Oladipo, he's in more of a drop looking to contain. But Oladipo is able to blow right by him as he's one of the quickest players in the NBA. And there's not really a good answer to how to defend this. You obviously don't want Love switching on to Oladipo, and here late in the game he's in more of a deep drop, but you really don't want this either as it can give Oladipo a runway into Love, or here he pulls up for a 3. It's just a tough matchup for Love, though here he does do a nice job in the pick and roll against Oladipo. He's more conservative and blocks Oladipo at the rim, but this is obviously the exception, not the rule. So I actually manually kept track of all of Oladipo's pick and rolls against Love, and there were 11 possessions Oladipo went against Love in the pick and roll that resulted in a shot or a turnover as an immediate result of the pick and roll. And on these possessions, the Pacers scored 15 points for 1.36 points per possession, which is excellent. Now, I wouldn't take this stat too seriously because it can be ambiguous. There were cases where the Cavs contained the pick and roll well, but because there wasn't an immediate shot, I decided not to include it in the sample. But regardless, I think there is something to take away, mainly that Oladipo had success against Love in the pick and roll in Game 1. Let's talk a bit about transition defense because I thought this was an important factor in the game. The Pacers played good transition defense. Here, for example, they get back and deflect an errant pass by the Cavs. And we see this again here after a Lance Stephenson turnover. Really good hustle by Corey Joseph to run back and deflect this pass to LeBron. The Pacers came prepared to play, and I thought that showed up with their hustle. So here, another turnover, and Thad Young, notice how he sprints back on defense. He could have stood in the paint, no one would have noticed. He just ran back on offense, but he runs and catches up with George Hill to bother him a bit. And then Oladipo anticipates the alley-oop pass and deflects it, and the Pacers stop that transition opportunity. Oladipo in particular played tremendous transition defense, and here's another example where on the fast break he anticipates and is quick enough to get the steal this time. This is the play where Oladipo gets blocked by Love, and now the Cavs have a bit of a fast break opportunity. But notice how the Pacers scramble to match up, and when the ball is reversed to the top, there's a body on everyone. There's cross matches, but there's no one open. The only problem is that's LeBron getting it with momentum matched up against Oladipo. But Oladipo comes up big as he strips LeBron on the drive. Really impressive. This time on the break, he's stuck in a 2-on-1 situation, but notice how he first positions himself to stop the ball on the wing, and then he anticipates the pass to the corner and is quick enough to close out. And what this does is it buys his teammates enough time so when the ball goes back to the wing, they recover, and that's good defense started by Oladipo. Now, transition defense was so important in this game because the Cavs' transition defense was not up to par. They had too many instances like this one where they just don't match up on a semi-break and give up an open shot. So let's look at this play, and it's pretty clear Oladipo is guarding J.R. Smith, LeBron misses the shot, and the Pacers don't even push it, they just bring it up, but JR has no idea who he's guarding, he just sort of stands near the foul line, no one picks up Oladipo, and they give up an open three. They just didn't communicate like the Pacers did. And here Jeff Green misses and falls to the floor, so the Pacers have a 5-on-4, and that happens. And on the break though, you have to scramble to at least prevent a layup, but they let the rim running center Turner get an easy one, and a Cavs fan wants timeout. And LeBron was guilty of a few lack of effort plays. So here there's a turnover and he's clearly not happy, but instead of running back like Thad Young did, he takes forever to get up the court and Oladipo gets an open three right in front of him. Then there was this play where he misses a few layups, and then instead of running back on defense, he complains to the ref a bit, which gives the Pacers a 5-on-4 advantage. While it doesn't tell the whole story, the Pacers did have an 18-10 advantage in fast break points. Of course, the Cavs also had a cold shooting night. They were 8 of 34 from 3, though I thought they got a lot of quality shots and the Pacers had trouble defending a few of their main actions. One simple play they had success with was when a perimeter player ball screened for LeBron. So here the offense is a bit stagnant, but JR will ball screen for LeBron, and he's the one ball screening because he's being guarded by Corey Joseph, a small point guard who LeBron can take advantage of. The Pacers want to hedge this, but you see here Joseph doesn't do a good enough job of getting out, which allows LeBron to drive a bit, and that results in a driving kick three. Here it's Darren Collison who does a better job of hedging, and this allows Stevenson to be in a position where he could cut LeBron off. The problem is that's still LeBron, and Stevenson still ends up fouling. And even if you defend the first screen well, the Cavs will hit you with an easy rescreen. So that's what happens here. The Pacers defend the first screen well, but on the second screen, Bogdanovic gets caught on the screen, falling a bit. He may have also been fouled. This allows LeBron to turn the corner, and it's a Kevin Love corner three. They even ran an out of timeout set for this action, so Kevin Love will screen for JR before JR screens for LeBron, and what this does is it makes it a bit tougher on Joseph to hedge properly. Now here he's in good position, but for some reason he still does not hedge, and that allows LeBron to turn the corner, and it's a wide open three for Hood. He just can't knock it down. And this was a very unique set, so it's a double ball screen on top by two Cavs guards on both sides of LeBron, while Love and Jeff Green are in the corners. And what this does is, now the lane is open, spreading the defense out. The issue for Indiana is, Miles Turner guarding Green should be much closer to the lane in help position. He isn't, which allows Clarkson to roll to the basket after screening for LeBron, and he gets a layup. Well, there you have it guys. I'd still be quite surprised if the Cavs ended up losing this series, though I'll definitely be monitoring this series quite closely. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.